Happy Friday. Hi, Larry girl. Thanks for being here. I hope everyone's doing good. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. There we go. Okay. Is the sound okay? Good morning to you. It's noon here, but I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so in Florida. All right. We're ready to roll. We have so much to talk about. So they're having the march in Washington, and that's a wonderful thing. Right now, as of this very minute, our courthouse and our justice center in downtown Fort Myers, Florida, have all been evacuated over a bomb threat. And the people that made the claim that there was an imminent danger are saying that they're from Black Lives Matter. Of course. So we know that's going to be blown out of the water. That's just, that's a trumper, All right, I shouldn't assume that, but that just rang through to my heart right away. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. I'm glad it's going well. Hello. All right, happy Friday. So, okay. And right before they announced the bomb threat and the evacuations, they also announced one of the questions for today was if anyone that went to the RNC would come up testing positive for Crown, and they already have. There are 4. So there are 2 attendees and 2 workers. So that's already a yes. We may see how many, if it's going to just continue to domino. All right, and I announced on the community page for all of you that saw it. Thanks, I've got your questions right here. Thank you so much, that helps me. And they're great questions, by the way. I announced that at the end of, when I'm done with all of the community questions and political questions, I'll take 5 personal questions of yours. You need to be in the live chat, and please don't post them until I'm ready. So I'll tell you when I'm done, and then I'll ask you to post your questions. So you might want to already have it written out on your comment so that you can just hit enter, and I'll see it, okay? And then I just want to remind everyone very quickly, I'm still running the special for your introductory reading. It's $25 for a half an hour reading, and you can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com. And any other reading after that, your second, third, or fourth time, it'll be $33. So, which is still a good deal. All right. And I really enjoy meeting you. Thank you so much. All right. Let's take a look at the month of September. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Miss Hope. It's nice to see you. All right. Let's do a shuffle. Okay. Oh, you can't really see my big, huge blue kyanite and my big smoky quartz there. Let's get those in the picture. I love blue kyanite. Right, so we have a lot of things to look at for September. And I've got some really great questions there. The last video, we had some really great questions and got some very definitive answers. And I've been really looking at a lot of books that I have. I've got a lot of tarot books, some that, because that's how I learned. We didn't have internet, when I was learning. And I continue to learn every single day. I study something because I do tarot card of the day and the way of positive change on Instagram. And I've been looking up all the answers, the final outcome cards that we've been getting every time we ask if Biden will be sworn in, if the Democrats will win, if Biden will win. And, I've gotten the 6 of Cups, and I've gotten a lot of 3 of Cups, not as the outcome card, but leading up to it for Biden. So we know there's a little snafu in there. But 6 of Cups and the Judgment card all lead me to believe that it looks like it will be awarded, judged, awarded, so counted and awarded. All right. So I just keep studying. I don't think there's any way to misconstrue that, though. Now we want to take a look at DJT's September. And the astrology, the wonky astrology continues, you guys. Don't take risks. Don't start fights. Don't create drama. Like Johnny says on Toro's Apprentice, don't attempt to tell somebody whether they should or should not be wearing a mask. Just get out if you don't like it. That's what I do. All right, DJT, September. How's he going to feel in September? What's all happening to DJT? Hi, me, myself, and I. Nice to see you here. Yes, Connie, no drama. High five, Paces. Yep, Jay, it has. It has. It's really difficult energy. And I watched Pam, if you want to know, if you happen to have your natal birth chart, and if you don't, you can run it on astro.com for free and get a free natal chart. It's really easy. Also, I think Pam Gregory offers a free chart on her site as well. But she just did a really good video on the full moon coming up, I think, 1st and the 2nd of September, which is right here for us. And she talks about, I think, the 10th degree of Pisces and where it is in your chart and where it might try to sap your energy. So you might want to tune into that to really help yourself out. Okay. Yes, it's off the chain. So, but we've got a great community and great support, and we'll be with Jen and Becca and Johnny on Sunday nights, and on there, Johnny did his housewarming thing, and Becca did a really great reading too with the Lenormand Late Night Tales. That was really good. All right, first card we got for DJT. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, and that convention last night, oh my gosh, with all those seats, no social distancing, yet send our kids to school and implement social distancing rules for everyone. It's just so plain. I feel bad for people that just can't get it after they see that. If you can't get it after you see that he believes that he's different, that he's not a part of us, that he's not going to rule and lead by example, He's confused. So this is also the Nebula Soup card. So he could try to bedazzle us with some fantastical stories. All right. Well, oh my God. So, all right. This is actually really good news. He's going to slip up in it. He's not watching where he's going and what he's creating. He really lacks focus, consistency. This means I can't commit myself to doing better. I can't connect and commit to any type of project. And we know Cohen's book is coming out, right? I don't remember the date. Does anybody remember the date? Yes, we do. Larry Girl, thanks for sending lots of love. We do. We need to lift each other up with all of our prayers and intentions. But look at, so first we get the 7 of Cups. And as the challenge, his challenge is to not be the fool. He's already, and this is now, like this is the 1st and 2nd. His full moon isn't going to be good. Don't go there. Stop that. I know what you're thinking. All right. Yeah, he's just thinking he doesn't have to pay attention to rules. He just wants to run amok and play and do what he wants to do, regardless of and he just thinks that he's going to do it. He's going to go off the rails. He won't stay on script. he thinks that the convention was a big hit because he doesn't see, he will be judged for putting all of those people together and making an exhibition of that. He will be judged. Now, of course, we know he's getting those rapid COVID tests out. But he's just he's unhinged. All right, so we are really going to see him lose direction and squirrel. So this will be very clearly evident. There's no other way to interpret this. As I can't focus, I'm losing some of my train of thoughts, focus, as I stumble on the words. And then I'm saying something really ridiculous, probably about cleansers inside the body or something equivalent to that. And his energy is just askew. So he's squirrel, So he'll start speaking. He's going to lose it. And we all do, we all do that. We lose track, but he's going to do it really big. Okay. He wants to be the star, so he's going to do whatever it takes so he's in the limelight. He's just going to keep trying to take up more talk time. He already did that. He outdid his time for his acceptance speech the first time around. Okay. All right, so I'm going to say the first part of the month is pretty negative, or loss of any type of substantial meaning or ethics or helpful things. And then he sort of pulls a little rabbit out of the hat towards the end. And I think this is about getting schools back to, the teachers and the schools back in there. He's going to have some sort of victory with that. And I think he's going to make sure that just Satan gets some victory here in Florida, because they ruled that they didn't have to open the schools, but most of them are pushing to open. Okay, so he comes out after he loses his footing here. Listen, he may even, of course, we don't wish anybody harm, but he may do a little wobble bobble trip-a-roo, like walking down that ramp or something like along those lines. He's going to push that I got the kids back to school. That's what he's going to push. What's on the bottom? He's going to do some more parties. Going to have some rallies, some more parties. So he hasn't done anything. Nothing. All right. Although there's going to be, remember, we did readings on the schools. The elementary schools were not going to have as big a problem as the colleges are. We're already having problems here. What do we not know about DJT in the month of September? It's all about the money, and of course, it always is. So he's going to have to scoot around a little bit of a scandal here in the beginning, swirling in the beginning of the first two weeks. Be a financial scandal. Did we have a troll, you guys? Did Glossy Scorpio do something? Yes, so this is about donations. Where did the money go? Who gave money out of their pockets? Who's upside down with this now? So, yeah. And so we're going to ask some questions about the Bannon thing. All right. Okay, Athia, thank you. I knew that was going to be a problem, that somebody would try to do that. I'm sorry, Larry Girl and T-Bar, but I'll just keep repeating it. Please do not ask your personal questions until the end of the reading when I announce that I'm ready for them. So you can write them out, but don't post them in the chat yet, please. So hopefully everybody will learn how to do it after we do it a couple of times. Because I want to be able to help, because you might not be able to afford a reading. You might just want to get a question asked. And everybody deserves a little help, right? Okay. So we looked at DJT. Going to cross these off. Oh, right. Now we're going to look already more people. Just exactly how many people? We're going to do a quick throw on that. How many people are going to test positive from the, good morning, Melinda, from the RNC? There are 4 people that have already tested positive for Crohn. How many more will there be that we're going to know about? How many more people will get sick? Will it be a lot or small? Oh, are you? I know, T-Bar, but I'm trying. They'll get used to it after a while. They're trying to keep, okay, there's a 4 already, right? Okay, so the 4 Pentacles. They're trying to keep it under wraps. Like if you test positive, we may even pay you to not tell me you tested positive. Control. Okay. Yeah, because they don't want that slander. Now, that's too bad because it's the challenge card. The challenge is to control the slander and the fallout from it. And so when that's the challenge, that doesn't point very well for them. They struggle with it. They're trying to keep it balanced and keep it under wraps with the 7 of Wands and the Temperance. But some will leak out. And this is when you're associated with the devil, then you get devil fleas. All right. Yeah, they're going to try to suppress, because in the Strength card, the woman is closing the mouth of the lion. So they're going to try to suppress the information for getting out. It looks like there will be a few more because it's passed around, passed down, passed around. But they're really trying to just quiet the results of that. Smush it. Smush the stories. I think there's going to be more focus on kids going back to school than on that. But the answer is there will be more, but they're squishing the story. All right. Any other? And the one of the problems is that people traveled to get to that convention, and then they traveled back, and then they bring it to someone else. So that's not good. Anything else about the convention? Okay, one particular, one of the attendees, one high-ranking person one of the little kings, one of DJT's little important minions will get it. Unfortunately for him. That's going to be just like Herman Cain, right? The decisions we make, we're really learning about that right now. I mean, I know we've always known about, it's really up to you. It's up to the decisions that, the things that you choose, the people you choose to hang out with. If you choose to talk to someone about wearing a mask or not, we just have to be really careful of our choices coming up. All right, you guys. Paul wants to know if DJT and Pootie made a deal so that Pootie could drill off the coast of Alaska. Was that deal made? We're going to be talking a lot about deals coming up here. All right, one more ring. Okay, did DJT sell Pootie the right, or sell or trade Pootie the right to drill for oil off the coast of Alaska? did he make that deal? All right, there we are. Let's look and see. That'll be interesting. Ooh, they didn't really know how that was how they'd work that out at first. They had to really think about that. But that doesn't mean that they stayed stuck. There's the waters, right? And they didn't want to be seen. So how could they not be the star of that show? How could they not have the light be seen on that? Okay, more waters. So I'm definitely getting that they talked about it. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Oh, they talked about it a lot. And there was, oh, wow, that could have involved quite a bit of money or favors. Oh, yeah, there we are. Yep. The buds got together and 6 of Cups. Yep, there's the offer and the deal. Absolutely. And one of the youngers, one of the kids may even have a partial stake in this or deal with Pootie with this. Money. Oh, we're trying to close the mouth of the lion again. I didn't do it. So the answer is yes. And papers were signed, and it was a big decision. Someone younger was involved in the deal. And another oligarch, another king, another oligarch. Something will come out about that because we have to tie that when we get the reoccurring cards, we have to tie them back into the question that we asked before. So there will be some questions raised about that. So good question, Paul. Yep, Mr. Manipulate. So that's absolutely, there's going to be some law or lawmaker that will try to stop this. Will that be successful? Happy birthday, Lisa King. Oh, yeah, a bunch of legal stuff over this. So don't worry, they'll get to it. It's on the list. It's a very, very long list. There's a waiting line in the list. You have to wait in line. All right, so we asked about that. Now, did you see the clip where Bannon was walking out of the courthouse and he was like laughing it off? I mean, he knows so much, and he also knows you only laugh like that if you have the wherewithal to get yourself out of that trouble. So, I mean, I knew right away when I saw him laughing like that. That was, just a huge sign. I want to know if DJT is also on that project, on that fundraiser, and that sham corporation, not-for-profit, to build the wall. Did DJT get money for that? Is that coming out? Then I'll also ask about somebody else, but I'm going to quick throw on DJT if he got money out of it. Okay. Did DJT? So it was Bannon and 3 others, but there's several other people involved in this. Okay. Did DJT get money from the Build a Wall fundraiser that Bannon put together where Bannon embezzled? They took the money out of the charity. Did DJT get money too? And did as Bannon did with that project? Listen, I think he got more, he's made more money being president than he's made in the last 20 years of being a businessman. Because he was broke. I did a reading on that and it came up. He was broke. Okay. There is so much activity in this. There are so many people. There was so much going on here. 10 of Wands. And that's why Bannon was laughing, because the rule is on its side. So they know they're going to get away with portions of this. All the secrets and all the lies. Yep. Absolutely. And the way to take the money from the people, the greed, and just really bad, bad. Yeah, it is. It's awful. But, yikes. And so that's why Bannon's, because Bannon knows he can just implicate everybody that was involved in that. But listen, he's got bigger stuff. If you look in that last reading that I did 3 or 4 days ago, I think I did it on Monday. When we read on Bannon, it said very clearly that they would be questioning him. They would be questioning him on this. But he's going to say, here, I'll give you a little tidbit about this. He's going to kick it up a notch and give him something on a bigger lead, on a bigger story, and he'll get out of this somehow. So that was really interesting to me because there's so much going on. Now that also lets me know, I'm going to tie this into someone that does get COVID from the RNC or has a problem or fallout from it. I'm tending to think that's McConnell. I think McConnell got one. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, me, myself, and I. Thank you. Yeah, so absolutely, without a doubt, DJT got money from this fundraiser, corporation, not-for-profit, Build the Wall, absolutely. Bannon took it out. The 3 other guys took it out. DJT did. I believe McConnell did as well. That's what I'm getting down here because that's whose name popped in my head when I saw this. There's no other way to take it. If you look at the major arcana cards, the rule of law is on its side. Remember, that's what this astrology is going. It's how to bring down these old cronies, like what's going on in Belarus, All right, so law's on its side. The people that make the laws on the side, and there's so much going on. And the taking and the cheating and bullying of others and secrets, greed, theft, felonies, just putting the screws to each other and slandering each other. And Bannon he just absolutely knows because this is his card. So he's like, oh, yeah, they got me brought in and, they fingerprinted me and everything like that. But he was totally laughing it off. It's hysterical to him because he knows he's got all these other guys involved. There's no way. And he pulls it off. But absolutely does DJT absolutely got money from this. And this is all so convoluted. Yes. Yep, absolutely. No other way to take it. The magician, the manipulator, when you take the magician to the negative side, he's the worst car salesman, or he'll sell you some oceanfront property in the desert. There's only one way to take that. And then when you add the secrets and all of these other really terrible, terrible cards, there's no other way to take it. Man, did I even look at the bottom? Yeah, just all the offers. Here, I'll give you this if you give me that. Okay, we better. Those cards, all those bad cards together, we better mix them up. All right. Hi, Estelle. All right. Now, And I'm sure other people, there's other people that'll all unravel, but I believe, I already knew, if you've been watching me for any length of time, and thank you so much for subscribing and watching and joining me here today. I've, ever since Cohen was taken in and Falwell, the pool boy, and Cohen brokered that, deal and did away with the pictures. He's got the pictures. And I knew, and it took all the way. And this just now starts to come out right before Cohen's book comes out, because it's in the book. So they had to get it out however they needed to get it out. And they partied all along the way. Oh my God. All right. But okay, so there's something big coming down the line for Kellyanne Conway and Kellyanne George. I want to know, for them to both quit. And no, it wasn't just because their daughter was having troubles, please. No way. No. Pitbull Kelly, no. She would just put her in chains, I guess. So, I want to know what's happening. Did Kelly and George, are they going to be charged with a crime? That's what I want to know. Did they commit a crime? Five Paces, you ordered the book of Cohen's or the one that Melania's assistant's writing? Okay. All right. Yeah, T-Barb. Yeah, they've done something. You don't just, when a politician says, I'm going to go home and spend more time with family, that's like a surrender flag. That's like, we're in so much big trouble. All right. Have Kelly and George Conway committed crimes with this president? And remember, George was going to be in his administration in the very beginning. He was in the running for some sort of position. Kelly and George Conway, are they going to be brought up on charges? Is that why they left? Okay, let's take a look. I know. No, I have the same feeling. Listen, they definitely worked this together. There's no doubt here. 2 of Cups. Take a sip of tea. Yeah, right. Right, Joe? There is no way. Hi, Good Samaritan. I haven't seen you in so very long. And Sharon Cyphus here, too. Nope, they had to leave their work. No. This is not for the children. They're definitely thinking they could go to jail for something, and they're feared for their lives. Okay. I'm scared. They're like, we're out of here. Oh my God, we have to leave. Oh my gosh, we have to leave. 6 of Swords, because they know the indictments are coming. There's money, deals. Absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, and they know it's going to come to light. It's things that they worked on together with other people. And it's coming. And it comes soon. And that's why they left quickly. And the Hermit is the Virgo card. But whether it means the time of Virgo, which is now and through September, this is the light coming. It's all coming to the light. They're in trouble. Oh, yeah. And they're lawyering up. They're getting advice. Lies. Because we know, listen, if her lips are moving, I actually, when I first saw her, I knew DJT was able to do that and some others, but it was so incredibly, it was almost like she had been gifted with a lie spell or something. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. I just couldn't believe it. Yep, they broke the law. They're in big trouble. Absolutely. They broke the law. It's a government card. It's coming out. They both did it together, so they both had to leave together. This is not about family. Do you see any family cards here? There's no 10 of cups. There's no kiddos. We don't have little pages running around. We don't have any of that. So, and we don't even have the 10 of Pentacles for family things, but no, that's not. Nope. This is lies and deceptions about the dirty dealings, because we have to take this to the negative side. Remember, this card, 3 of Pentacles, isn't a negative card in and of itself. But when it's aspected, especially by a major arcana card that can take it down, this is, with these. So they are in trouble. And one of them instigated it, and the other one went along with it. So one of them acquiesced. So it's just like Adam and Eve and the snake, right? Take a bite of that apple. Yeah, that was just a part of the issue. That daughter probably knows a whole lot more than just what she said on Twitter or wanting to be emancipated or what have you. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine having a mother like that? I mean, no one's a perfect mother. I actually shouldn't have said that, but can you imagine that kind of the talk or whatever was going on there? That'd be terrible. Okay, maybe she's a good mom. Maybe. I'm just going to cancel out that statement about her motherhood. I'm just going to cancel it out. Everyone deserves. She might really love her children. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. That's a good. Hi, Hazel. That's a good question. Let's ask that real quick. Is Conley still working with the Mercers? All right. Then we'll take a look at Biden in September. But we're going to ask real quick because I think that's a good question. Oop. Is Conley still working with the Mercers? Are they still working? Their day is coming. Hi, Mr. B. Okay. Is Conley still working with the Mercers? Let's just take a look at that. Oops. Same card popped out. All right, let's look and see. Oh, so much to be revealed. There's going to be, it's like I said, standing in line. They're going to have to stand in line to file all the charges on all of these people. All right, so this means there's still some dealings, but they're not very stable. It's not very stable ground, and they're not able to really move forward together. So definitely money, papers, projects, deals, they work together. The Hierophant, uh-oh. Well, that could tie us right into they could get in trouble with the Mercers too. Yep, same couple of cards there. We're going to hear about that. And then they'll smooth it out somehow. I think the Mercers are the really wealthy people. Somehow they'll smooth that out. But, so they're still in one project together, but then I think they're going to try to bring some balance back to that, and that can't move forward. Something inside that venture will get ugly too. Somebody will attack somebody. There'll be a verbal onslaught. We'll hear about that. Say by the time of Sagittarius, because the Temperance card is up at the top. That'll break. That story will break before Christmas. Okay. Hi, David. Okay. Let's take a look at Biden September. Okay. Angela, are you watching? Doing a trade with Angela. She's another reader from North Dakota. Stephen, you are always doing that. Virtual fresh brewed iced tea and oatmeal cookies for everyone. I have the tea. I have chai tea. I just don't have the oatmeal cookies. Okay. Can we skip to November? Listen, Melinda, November, it isn't going to be over in November. It isn't going to be over. That's going to be very painful for Biden, I think, because it's the Three of Swords for him. All right, let's look at Biden's September. How is Biden going to do in September? We saw with DJT, first couple weeks, wonky, last couple weeks, he pulls a rabbit out of the hat. Biden's September. Yes, David, let's skip to 2021. Yeah. Wow. I can't, I think I may actually, I'm really reading a really good book. I'm reading The Mists of Avalon right now. And I absolutely love it. So I don't really want to order Cohen's book. I'm just going to have to trust you guys to tell me all about it. All right, Biden. He's trying to help and help make some sort of big, very important decision. It's like he's trying to implement this. He wants to stop something. He's going to be working on getting something to end. I think it's the violence and the changing the laws. I think he's going to try to work on how we can change the laws and get the violence to come to an end. This is also his card, and it's a challenge. The death is challenging. Then that may be that procedure that I saw with that sword there. Okay, so listen, we're getting that September is going to rock and roll with the energy. It's going to be a little bit all over the place. So even Biden's getting the Knight of Wands. All right. He's working with, I think he's working with people like Elizabeth Warren, some other progressives to try to get the fundamental law, how they want to structure that campaign towards that. They're trying to keep some things really top secret with the High Priestess. Yeah, they're really working. He will be working very hard, putting a lot of time and effort into these projects to try to get things to change. He wants to bring change. A lot of work. A lot of work. And he will be seen as the star. So people are going to, this is good. This is really good news. So people are really seeing him. I'm putting effort into working and to make these platforms and in which to build on. I think he's also really working hard on how he is going to fact check, debate, fact check, and be the star at the debates. Because he wants DJT out of there. Okay. Then I believe as DJT is pulling a rabbit out of his hat, Biden's momentum gets hung up somehow. This could be that procedure, or I'm going to go with that. There's going to be some sort of hang up, delay. Remember, I've already seen that whenever we ask about him, that it's before the election. Maybe it's just the beginning of it, and then he has to just come to a standstill or delay. So he goes forward with a lot of work, and something he has to stand back for something. Stand still, stand back. You may have to surrender some time to get something accomplished. All right. So we asked about. Thank you. Yes, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And thanks so much for helping me get over 4,000. That was so cool. I'm so happy to have it going forward after that. Oh gosh, those all around Thanksgiving of last year when I had that bot on the channel and I paid people to help me and nobody was able to fix it. It appears to be fixed now. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at Kamala's September real quick. Yeah, Sandra, I just asked that question. There will be more. And one very important senator or DJT minion. All right. Kamala, are they going to be able to slander her, persecute her, do some dirty tricks? And I just thought of a question. I think in Cohen's book, if we're ever going to find out about the mysterious child that DJT has had to make payments to the mom, it's going to be in Cohen's book. So I'm going to ask that. Why not, right? I mean, he did yeah, for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Yeah, so that's going to be in there. All right. Kamala, the Democratic candidate for vice president. How is she going to do in the month of September? Pence is begging Mama, please don't let her debate me. Please don't let her. Keep her away from me. Kamala, how are you going to do? I think she's feeling very confident. So she is putting together her plan. We have the Four of Swords. She could be a little under the weather. Maybe have to take a little time out. Maybe she'll take a little time off to just rest up before putting together her plans. Four of Swords is there. And the Knight of Wands is all of the candidates are getting the Knight of Wands. There's so much energy, so much wonkiness, and so much change, and so much unrest, and this surge of negative energy is really doing a number on all of them. Okay, so now after I've seen these cards with Biden and Kamala and a couple that were with Trump, there's going to be a very prominent person that's going to pass, I believe, in September. Because because that's what this is saying to me. And so they'll have to go around the funeral. Yeah. So there's loss of someone that's in repose. And that changes the direction with 6. Okay, then someone's giving her a lot of pointers and tips and how to go forward with her plans. And then she comes out towards the latter part of the month really well. And I think she's going to speak on the behalf of women and do a lot of virtual things that have to do with women especially. And equality. So she's going to be a champion for women. But there's gonna, yeah, this is just like there's going to be some sort of really difficult thing that happens here where they're going to it throws them all off a little bit. Okay. So our prayers. I know. I think I need to ask if there's going to be a substantial. Well, I just keep seeing it. Okay. I didn't. Yeah. In order for them all to be affected, it would have to be someone a very. Well, let's see if we can get any more information about it. So we saw everybody being shook up by some incoming energy. Possibly, it could be out of the country. Is it in our country first? A prominent person of our government leader being sick or passing away? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's, in some, it's really hard to, first of all, a reader should never predict death. They're not supposed to do that. If you read the old books of the creators of the decks, they tell you don't do that. There are several cards when they're together that mean that. But a lot of times in the olden decks, people would call this the river Styx, with the six of swords, with the ferryman, guiding them over, guiding their soul over. And that causes this delay. Looks like there could be two. I'm getting waters too. Yeah, it's like our American family, like somebody in. And then also somewhere in another land, on another continent, another country. So I'm going to go with two. Because I've got the Two of Pentacles and I'm getting something at home and then something abroad. Okay. And then the Ace of Cups can also be a rebirthing, when the soul rebirths. Could be a male and a female. Wealthy people. All right. So that's unfortunate for them. All right. Now. Oh, I want to ask this one. Okay. Cohen's book. Thank you, Larry Girl. I will announce when it's time to put the questions up. Probably not going to be for another 20 minutes or so. I'll announce it though, so hold your questions. If you want to write them out on your thing, so you just have to, yes. Yes, David. That's what it looks like to me. Hope I'm wrong. But for those cards to keep reappearing, both for Kamala and Biden, and DJT had a couple of them too, so like he would care. All right, I want to know. Let's do the diss right now. Let's is Cohen's book going to reveal DJT's other child, the person that he's been paying. I'm sure he made the payments for him and made all the arrangements, right? If there was an illegitimate child, or more than one, but Cohen would know. So that would truly be one of the big bombshells. Okay. And Melania just got done saying, my husband always tells the truth. The truth. Okay. Cohen's book, Michael Cohen's book, is that going to reveal another child of DJT's that's been unknown, unannounced? Ooh, I hope you're wrong too. I don't know. The Queen's lineage is very long. Okay. Will Cohen's book reveal the identity of the child or the fact that another child was born and being paid for? The magician. The pen's mightier than the sword. The wand is mightier than the sword. Oh, there's going to be some stuff in there. Oh my gosh. Listen, this is probably the most the absolute worst thing Trump has ever done for himself, where he stepped in his own what, was not to protect. That was the biggest one. The biggest one. He didn't give him credit. He thought he was stupid. He thought he was his lackey. And oh boy. Yikes. Okay, there's going to be more than that. And they are really going to try to get that. They're going to try to stop that book. Oh, here it comes. The light shines on the cockroaches. Oh boy, and there's going to be a bunch of stuff about Pootie in there. A bunch. And McConnell. The sun, the world. The payments will be in there. The payments will be in there, but I don't know that he'll be able to say the name of the person. But the payments are in there. There's probably some legality about saying the name of the person. But a lot of it's going to come out. Yep, with the Ace of Swords. That's a nice fertility card. Okay. Yes, that is one of the meanings for that. All right. So, Six of Pentacles, the payments. All of the payments. And contracts that were drawn up. He handled the legality of it. So it's going to be there. He might get into a little problem. But so not so much about the kid, but all the payments will be there. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I asked about that. All right, Sunshine wanted to know if we are going to have an early severe winter. Are we going to have an early severe winter? Well, it's 2020. It'll be severe or it won't snow at all. Something bizarro. Raid and Sage. Hi, Benny. I just read on if Cohen's book would reveal that Trump made payments to someone he impregnated. DJT made payments to someone for an illegitimate child. All right. Sunshine wants to know, for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. We're just having fun here. Will there be an early severe winter in 2020? October, November. In early severe winter. That's Sunshine's question. A blizzard in Florida. All right, I'll take a blizzard. I've lived here actually since 1977. I know, right? It's time to move. I did dream that I moved to Tampa, although that's very bizarre. Sarasota I would do, but not Tampa. Anyway, I'm allergic to snow. Okay, it did flurry here. It's flurried here a couple of times, but it actually did flurry enough where we could ride on our cars at high school in 77. Of course, I wasn't driving then. I could ride on my friends' cars. I was clearly not old enough to drive then. 77? Yeah, 77. Okay. All right. Early severe winter. So the months I'm getting are December and March. Paying for the heating bills could be really difficult. Now I'm getting more like later. There'll probably still be some problems with Crown. I think December, March, so maybe not so much like really anything weird. Okay. Texas coast is looking a mess, but they said they did okay. Yes. Right. I asked that question earlier, David. Yes, there were 4 people and there will be more and one prominent DJT minion. Okay. And did you see all their eyes? I watched Judy Woodruff on PBS interview Mark Meadows last night, and even his eyes were cray. Like, they were all bloodshot. Like, wow, they were really, those people. My goodness. All right. Now, LS wanted to know the economy. Is it a good time to buy a home in the next few months? So for the rest of 2020, is it a good time to go ahead and buy a home? I think the prices will go down a little bit. I'm pretty sure prices will go down. But the rate is good right now. LS wanted to know if it was a good time to buy a home. I know they're all cray-cray. I know they're all on something. All right, so the Emperor card tried to come out there, so the rates may come up. They may be adjusted. So you might pay a little bit more now at a lower rate. Or you might pay a little less with a higher rate. Is it a good time financially to successfully purchase a home? Or would there be loss involved in that purchase? There's a lot of speculative buying right now with the Page of Swords. And boy, they've jacked up the market so bad that there has to be some sort of correction. Of course, we can't keep going at almost nothing interest rate. So there will be a change with that. 3 of Wands. Looks like there's some good incentives out there. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and do it. Get some change after the turn of the year, but it looks like there's some good incentives. You would get your wish, LS, and it'll have to stabilize a little bit. That there isn't any, loss there for you if you go ahead and do it. Make sure you get a good deal. Shop around. All right. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, Joe. Well, at least you did good, right? Okay. Now, there's only one more Anyone else have a political question before I start? I'm not going to say it yet. Does anyone else have a political question or a worldly question? Someone wanted to know about the schools. Well, I feel bad for the people with that executive order that DJT did, because DeSatan didn't even ask for it. He finally asked for it yesterday, but there's I don't know how many states ahead of him. And apparently it takes a while after, of course, he might help DeSatan over another state, over a blue state. All right. Thank you, Larry Girl. Larry Girl is the ultimate troll killer. Jay, I think I've asked that. Okay. All right. Jay, you're with me so much. I'll ask that. Okay. Will we know? Will we successfully know who the winner is on the night of November 3rd for the presidential election? Will we know? I know T-Barb, she's awesome. Oh, Larry Girl's awesome. Will we know who won the election on the evening of November 3rd? The Tower tried to come out. It'd be a mess. It'd be a big commotion. Hopefully that'll be a landslide for us. What does Glenn Kirshner say? Vote too big to rig? Will we know? November 3rd. The Tower tried to come out. That means it's really explosive. So you can expect a lot of fireworks that night. I feel like the ballots from people that are living in other places and armed forces, or the actual delivery, the ferryman is here, the delivery of it. There's some issues with that. And I'm going to say there's some interference with internet and the voting system that they want to pretend isn't happening and they don't want us to see. Someone is going to feel particularly, oh boy, this is just so worrisome. It's like, oh no, it's going to be shocking. It's going to be very nerve-wracking. But I always call that the Kavanaugh card now because, everyone was so worried that a lot of people said he wouldn't make it. And he himself kept getting this card every time I read on him, but he went on through. Okay. All right, so this right here means there's a lot of worry and we're up all night. And then the strength card is patience and perseverance and waiting. We have to wait. Oh, God, there's that card again. And then there's the thief is trying to run away with it. No, I'm going to say no. Just too much to juggle. We will not know that night. Thank you. Yes, they were good questions. Yes. Well, thanks to you guys because I took almost all of my questions off of the community page. I always try to post a day or so before because the moderators always help me. Thank you guys so very much. 5 Paces, Larry Girl, T-Barb, Jules. I don't even know if Jules is there. I will be voting early as well, David, and I will be going in person. So this is interesting because the Queen of Cups is on the bottom. So it's like we know inside who's got it, but it's going to be topsy-turvy. Okay. So, but we'll have a good intuitive grip on it, even though we're freaking. Everyone's going to be freaking. All right. Okay. Happy Friday, everyone. Yep. Okay. So Jay, I did my best, but that was tough. And when the tower chart came out, that was rough. All right. I can ask that real quick. How do you see UK future regarding Brexit? What do you want me to ask? Just if the UK is going to be let's see, if Brexit would be successful? Let's do it that way. All right. All right. Will Brexit be successful? The UK future regarding Brexit and politics for Jane. Yes, we all have to stay positive. And if you can, check out Pam Gregory's full moon for the September 1st or 2nd. She really lets you know that it's really getting wonky. We just really have to take care of yourself. Make good, healthy choices. UK Brexit. Success, boom or bust. That's my family way. I know, David. Okay, boom or bust for Brexit in the UK. All right, we're stopping right there. Now that could be a clue that it's someone in that country that we could be mourning. There's a lot of thought, a lot of planning trying to go into this. Oh boy. Some of this isn't good. Some of this really is not good. There's a lot of dishonesty involved with this. And it's almost like, can we sneak out of this? Can we get out of this? What can we do? How can we change this? How can we do this different? Yeah, it's up, down, all around, Jane. Some people are just putting their head in the sand and they've let these people get away with some things here. Okay, but it looks like there's going to be one male in particular that will get some victory out of this. There's so many secrets, and there's some definite financial payoffs regarding this situation. That'll come out. It's not terrible. It isn't terrible. It just doesn't move along the way they would like it to. It looks like they're going to reevaluate something. It doesn't run really well, but it looks like someone's going to try to be able to steer it a little bit better. And someone's getting paid. Someone is getting paid. Oh, Larry girl, you are the bomb. Thank you so much. Larry girl is all that and 2 bags of chips. Okay. All right. Ooh, that's a good question, Mr. B. All right. So I have that trade read with Angela at 2. So I think we're going to go ahead and with I'm blushing. All right. So that's it for the worldly questions. And here's my promise for the 5 personal questions. And I'm going to take the first 5 that I see. So you can go ahead and post. Yeah, that's a good video. Thanks for posting that. Lisa Marie, will my husband and I sell our townhome? Oh yeah. Oh good. T-Barb, that's good. Put a Q before you ask your question if you can. Okay, these are personal questions, Barker, now. Okay. Okay, Taylor, I'm going to ask that. That's okay, Barker. This is all new. Okay, Sue, good question. Continue working on the app. Anybody else got a question? Put your Q before the question. All right, Nancy. Okay, Michelle. That's it. All right, we're done. I've got the 5. All right, here we go. Okay. Lisa Marie, will you be successful at selling the townhome? Will Lisa Marie be successful? So we're on personal questions now. If you don't want to watch the personal questions, have a terrific weekend. Thanks, Barker. And if you guys could subscribe, that would be awesome, or hit the thumbs up button. And email me at The Way of Positive Change for your own personal reading for $25 for half an hour. And hopefully I might do, Lisa, Mr. B wants to know if your townhouse is gray. Okay, I might do something Sunday after I do beach walk. Right. Lisa Marie wants to know if she'll be successful at selling her townhome. You know, if you really want to sell it, you'll need to clean up the energy around it so that you don't have a loss or a struggle. This isn't really a good success card to start with. We're just starting with this. But if you want to really sell it, then sage it and give thanks for it. You know, if you guys want a new something, if you want a new boyfriend, if you want a new husband, if you want or a girlfriend or new home or new car, go back and be grateful for all of the ones you've received. All of the ones you've received. All right. You might not like the offers that you get. So that's on its side. You may feel that your property is worth more, and you might not like the offers. Because you have a very firm idea of what you want. Okay, it's the Queen of Swords. There's always going to be some people that will try to undercut, or it looks like the market that you're in right now might be a little sluggy because people could be very concerned about the market itself. I don't know why someone rang the doorbell, but I am going to go lock the back door. Hang on. And I don't want to stop recording. So I have no idea who that is. Okay. So this will all be about your pricing, Lisa Marie. Making sure that they have the right amount of, it could be they need to have a certain amount down. So it's just really about getting the money and the price. Okay. All right, and the Emperor, I don't know. It's almost like you have to talk to your husband more about this. You may be very firm about what you want, and you might not be able to get that, or your husband has some sort of opposing opinion. So discuss it more with him. Make sure you're both on the same page and discuss the money. Okay, I'm not seeing difficult cards here for selling it. It's just making sure you're all on the same page. Is there anything that she doesn't know? All right, so the Tower card. So just try to, other changes in your life, just sit down and have a really good, are you both ready for this? Are you ready? Is it too much of an upset? Is it putting you into a situation that one of you just doesn't feel comfortable in? That's what I'm getting. Just look at your plan down the road. Yes, you can sell it, but you both have to be on the same page. The energy around it isn't good at the beginning of it. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but you'll figure it out. You can do it. Those were not lost cards. It's just being in agreement for what you really, truly want. And that's it. All right. I hope that was helpful. All right, Taylor, does Jeff care that you blocked or unfriended? Taylor and Jeff. Connie, what state are you in? Did that make sense, Lisa Marie? The ground of it, the bottom floor of it needs to be cleaned up. Not the bottom floor of the house, but I mean the situation. Okay, Taylor, does Jeff care? Taylor and Jeff, does Jeff care that you unfriended him? Thanks, Mr. B. Okay. All right, Taylor, you and Jeff were not evenly matched. Something wasn't quite right with the two of you. And you may have acted too quickly. We're very passionate about what we like and what we don't like, and our romance and how we feel. And sometimes we act from passionate thoughts and feelings, and you may have acted too quickly because you have the Knight of Swords here. So you felt like you're going to attack. And that caused you some problems that may have deeply saddened you, and there was some sadness or loss around it. But you'll talk again. It'll get better, but there's another girl around Jeff. I'm not saying that it's boyfriend, girlfriend, but there's another woman in Jeff's life, another girl in Jeff's life that has some influence over Jeff. But I believe that whatever caused this, that yes, he does care, and you'll make up. There'll be a patch up of some sort. Where it'll go after that, I don't know, but he does care. So, but I don't think that was the best thing for you to do. Just my opinion. IMHO. Okay. All right, Sue is working on an app. Thank you, Trisha. All right, Sue is working on an app. Should she continue working on it? Sue is working on an app. Should she continue working on it? And if any of you would like to do a donation for me answering your question, if you want to, or for any reason, I always link my PayPal there for you to pay for your reading, or just a thought. Anyway. All right, the High Priestess. Sue, you're going to want to clean up the energy that's going into this app as well. Look to see what might be holding you back from the actual development of this. How are you getting in the way of the development of this app? Not a fault, just what might need to be adjusted. Because it may be too much work for you, or you may have energy going out to some other things that's just too much. A lot to try to balance, overload, tiredness. There's part of you that doesn't want to do it, part of you that wants to do it. You'd have to bring some balance to this. The star card up at the top means you can do it, Yeah, you may have to look at something and approach something about the app or around the app that you might not want to admit exists, or you might have to actually address an unpleasant situation, or how to move forward up at the apple cart. There's something you're not seeing. You need a boosty boost. Yeah. Unless you can get rid of some other things that are taking you away from it, or you can become better focused, or really making a commitment to it. I'm not getting that this is working right at this very moment. You could rearrange something. We could look into this for you further. But right at this moment, if you don't change some things, it isn't going to do as well as you thought. And you'd have to be totally committed to it. This shows some confusion around it a lot. Okay, so, and your energy needs a boosty boost. So really look at it. There might be a better time. And when we get this card, you're really gifted at something that you take it for granted, or you don't think it's important. You don't find the importance of it. This is my Papa John's pizza card. I don't have time to explain that right this second. But You have a skill. So John makes pizza, right? Okay, but what if he would have said to his friends that said he was doing so good with making the pizzas, oh, the world doesn't need another pizza. You have a skill that you're not utilizing. You're good at something, and people have told you you're good at it, but it has nothing to do with this app. Okay, so you have to find your pizza. All right, Sue, I hope that helps. It's just like all the energy is, it's like a positive and negative of magnets right now. Not so great. Okay. All right, and then Nancy wanted to know if her daughter would get pregnant soon. You're welcome. Yes, all the moderators, thank you so much. Okay. All right. Nancy wants to know if her daughter will get pregnant soon. Let's take a look and see. Of all the times for someone to just randomly stop at my house and ring the doorbell. Okay, so first thing we get, Nancy, is slow progress. Nancy, don't push this. There is a lot of, your daughter is dealing with a lot of energy and push, and this is not a conducive energy for someone to be relaxed and fertile and get pregnant. This is like, oh, I will get pregnant. So it's not good. It's not good. Okay, so let's just bless this with light. Everybody needs to just relax and not push or watch the comments. If she's trying to, the husband does not want to be involved with a woman who's raging on her temperatures and everything else, or even if she's not doing that, the energy around your daughter is very tense. We need to just bless it. Bless every cell in her body and for everyone to relax. Then we get the pregnant mama, the Empress. She's not far. So, but we just, everybody step away from the comment thing. Leave the lovers alone. I don't think it's far. I would have liked to have gotten one of the pages. She's working on other things. Let's just give them some room. You'll get that grandbaby. Okay. Okay. Oh, is it? Okay. So she just needs to, calmness. Okay. Oh, T-Barb, I hope you're safe. She's trying a long time. So she just needs to not try. And just know that what is hers is coming to her. She can't make it happen. It's like a flowing river straight to your daughter. All right. Ooh. She feels defeated. That just popped out. And it does feel not fair if someone else is pregnant and you want to get pregnant, right? All right, one more. Michelle wants to know what she needs to do to connect with spirit. And Michelle, when you asked that question, the very first thing that came to my mind is to give gratitude for all of the messages spirit has already given you. If you want to connect more with spirit, your angels and guides, you give thanks for all the special, every time you've had an inkling about something, every time they've helped you and you weren't even aware of it. Because when you give gratitude, you always get more things to be grateful for. And the connection will become stronger. Give thanks for your family and your ancestors before you, and that guides and the people that went before you. in your ancestral heritage. You give thanks for them paving the way and moving to this country, because we know they did. And all of their sacrifice and hard work and love that allowed you to have the home that you have and to be a citizen. And ancestors, to all that have gone before. Gratitude. What else does Michelle? All right, there we go. All right. I plan to do another live on Sunday, and I'll announce the time on the community page. It probably might be right around noontime again. And we'll do 5 more questions at the end of that reading. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. Michelle, they're trying to give you messages, and you might perhaps think that they need to be more grandiose, or you may not be seeing something that they're trying to look to see what you may have overlooked. And I want you to be optimistic that they are contacting you and that they are hearing you. But again, gratitude, that's what I heard. The very first, when you asked that, I got gratitude. So be thankful for everything that they've given you already. That's going to be huge. And give gratitude in advance for the messages that are coming your way. You are intuitive, absolutely. You are. Okay, every time that you go out and connect with nature, you become more balanced and you can hear more clearly because everything's alive outside. Start fresh. Just give thanks, start fresh. Start keeping a new journal and take walks out in nature. Start a new journal. And also, if you use your non-dominant hand, because right brain, left hand. So right brain things like your intuition and your creativity and the connection is through right brain. So use non-dominant hand to write. Start working on it. Be diligent with your work on it. So color, get mandalas and color with your left hand. Write, doodle. It will require effort, of course, and you will. You've done some. Just keep going. Okay, and then don't rationalize. Don't let the left mind come in and start to try to rationalize messages, because messages don't make any sense. It's not rational. When you get intuitive thoughts, it's like saying the name. I said in the last video that I did, I was doing a reading for a person, and I got 2 names from 2 family members, and it was Estelle and Stella. And I was like, I'm not going to say Estelle and Stella, but I did, and it made perfect sense to that person. So you can't try to rationalize it. You're judging the messages that you're getting, or you're judging your intuition. Or you may be judging spirit, or it just may be more rational thought and you need more right brain thought. Join some classes with other people online. Look to see if there's any ashrams or other places that you can join up with classes. Devote a little more time to it. They are giving them to you. They are connecting with you. Your inner Judge Judy could be judging what it's supposed to be. Could be overruling your own right brain thoughts. You're getting them. You're there. Just devote a little more time to it and spend more time outside. And realize that it may not make any sense to you at first, but write it down. Get with some other like-minded people and do some classes. This is a collaboration of a few people. And I know there's all kinds of classes online on Zoom that they're doing. So get an instructor and maybe even someone that can help you go on a spiritual guide connection meditation, how to recognize your guides, because a lot of them will be able to take you to certain levels. So that'll be helpful with you too. But remain optimistic and try to achieve that balance, because we have both symbols of the scales. There's only 2 scales in all 78 cards of the tarot, and they're both here in your reading. So you're trying to get out of the judgment of the left brain, more into the intuitive side of the right brain. Okay. And that you're already doing it. You're just going to keep getting better at it, just like working out with weights. All right. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Thanks for all the moderate. Aren't they wonderful? And you guys, I've told you before, if you want a reading, I'll do it. If you don't want the reading for yourself and you want to gift it for someone else, we can do that too. All right. And I also make crystal jewelry, so I can maybe make you an amethyst bracelet, or this one is rhodonite and black tourmaline. So if you want a bracelet, I'd like to send you a bracelet. All right. All right. Much love to you guys. Make good choices. That's all I can say. Stay calm. Make healthy choices. Protect yourself. And watch that video of Pam Gregory's. I think it will really help you out. All right. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Sunday. Much love to you. Thanks again, Larry Girl, T-Barb, 5 Paces, Jules.